Um, what is an acceptable place for a first date?
So acceptable place. Can I
Yeah,
go and
for
get
your
it out the way real quick?
Go ahead, man.
Definitely the Cheesecake Factory. I don't know what the hell.
Let's go on to this next one, man. What is more important? What is it? What is more important, an expensive date or getting to know you? What is more important, an expensive date or getting to know you, man? I want to tie you right in on that one. How you feel about that?
I had an answer, but I know we got another segment for this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to me, it's always gonna be to get to know you.
Mm,
It's always gonna be that. But if you ask these young ladies these days, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is so they can do like this on your date. Just like that lady showed she was at the Cheesecake Factory. Now, if I would have took her to, STKs or something like that, she would have been, this what she want to do. Click. Hey, I'm at STKs, this fine dinner, just taking pictures. That's what it's about for them, not getting to know me. So at the end of the day, it's more important for me. I don't care where we go. You know what I'm saying? To get to know you and see if we can vibe together, rock together, see what your goals is in life, see what you buy. You looking at me as how much I can spend. So you already pocket watching, basically.
Hello.
You pocket watching. So you ain't trying to get to know me for me. You trying to pocket watch and see what I can spend. But I ain't for it. And y'all ain't gonna finesse real men out there the pretend like we ain't doing something because we don't want to spend all our money on no first date.
Right.
Because a real man, at the end of the day, when you get to know him and y'all go further along in whatever this relationship that y'all pursuing, you ain't gonna have to ask a real man to do this, do that. But just coming out the gate with it, man, go on kick rocks. Y'all ain't gonna finesse no real man like that. Sorry.
Right. And it's so powerful that you say that, because why is it so much important, or why is the focus so much on money when it comes down to these women nowadays? It's like I seen on Instagram where this girl say, man, young girls, like I intimidate these men out of. You know why they intimidate? Because they don't hustle harder than me. Now this other girl who I actually know posted it, and it's crazy because, not to try to be funny, but I'm just gonna say it, the person who posted it in and out of a relationship, but you have a mentality. Obviously, what you post, you agree with it because you posted it, and it just disturbed me because I'm like, oh man, in this day and time, it's like they look for money for happiness or reassurance, or like, as long as I'm getting the bag. What is the end result? You can't take that money with you.
Man.
If your mama die, you can't buy her to come back to life. That's some real talk right there. Your grandma passed, you can't. It's not any amount of money that can bring her back. Your kids' health, they get to a point where the doctor say, ain't nothing we can do. It's not no amount of money that can change things. If it's their time, and if it's in God's hands, that it's their time is up.
Yeah,
and people are listening to that and they just be like, whatever. But like these female minds, and then they think, I don't care about if it sounds like I'm bashing anymore. I used to be on the episode and just be like, oh, because anybody who follow us know that we are uplifting, that we go, like, we call a spade a spade. If it's guys, they make us mad just as much, and we gonna get on their head.
Yeah.
But when I see things like that you ungrateful, you know what? And you sit around and talk about, would you bring somebody who look like this, man? That's ludicrous to me.
Oh, I was so offended for this male, man. I'm like, damn,
I'm just waking up
wow.
and I'm saying, I'm like, man, it's too early for this.
If that's what type of time you on, just a fun time, fun girl, and just move on, okay, cool. But trying to say, or getting a real man to be what they call wife material, or to reach that goal in relationship, then that ain't gonna never fly. And like you said, that's why so many people that particular person you was talking about in and out of relationship, and out of relationship,
and always have something negative to say.
Exactly,
about men.
Because sometimes a man could take you on the first date and say he ball you out. He probably, most likely, he trying to get something from you.
Yeah,
off real.
He ain't doing
but
it for
at
free.
the end of the day, Or he could be fronting, and sometimes that's gonna run short. You know what I'm saying? You talking about one date, but I guess that'll go into our next segment. I guess, you know what I'm saying, you had a good dinner. I guess you had an experience. But at the end of the day, it's just what it is, man. You can't finesse these guys like that and expect to be a wife at the end. You know what I'm saying? Because men gonna be like, all you bought is money. All you bought is money.
And that's a big problem,
and that's just
man.
gonna get old.
Yeah.
Or they can't sustain it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep up and get you a bad or whatever you want to call it, and they can't sustain that. So soon as they can't sustain it, guess what you gonna do? You gone.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about knowing this person. It was about getting the bad from that person.
Yep. Bad motives. That's the problem. When a lot of times you hear so many women say it's hard dating, it's hard dating, it's hard dating, and this and that. What is your motive on both ends? Like, what is the man motives and what is the woman motive? Like, what is your intentions with this person? Like, when you meet somebody and you're going on a date, you don't know if you're gonna feel this person when you first go on a date all the time. It's not always just love at first sight type of fantasy thing that y'all see on the movies and stuff. It's one of those things that I got to get to know you. Why am I gonna go all out with all this expensive things of buying you things and I don't even know you? And if it be one time that we go on a date and then I done spent all this money on you, trying to find the most expensive place to go to impress you to never see you again. The devil is a lie.
And stop trying to judge.
I mean that.
And stop trying to judge a man if he want to take his time and where he take you. Not that he's taking you to like I said, a hole in the wall little restaurant. But again, what is he getting out of this? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, I could have money, all the money in the world, but if I don't want to spend it, that don't make me broke or drop shot or whatever you want to call it. That means I'm just trying to get to know you. It's steps to it. Steps to it. You know what I'm saying? And once I figure out that you're sincere and really want to get to know me, then let's go all out or whatever. But you know.